If you've ever had any social interaction, you've probably gone through the predicament of not knowing what to do with your gaze properly. Sometimes you stare too long, sometimes you don't stare enough, sometimes you just don't stare properly. You may look from the side, you may look directly head on like a maniac, or you may simply have weird crazy eyes. And you may be or may not be aware of this, but your gaze is one of the most important factors and one of the most important things for your first impressions and your overall display of confidence and aura and whatever. In this video I'll be explaining through ways that I haven't heard before personally, you may have but I haven't, how to direct your gaze properly. Now there are different types of gazes that are appropriate for different moments, such as a playful one from the side, maybe then, but these are the things that you will develop to know when to use which and its own due time when you get better at it. I will teach you the main one which I found, and from there you can develop that one and then do anything else you want. But you may find that the main one is actually the main one for a reason. It's the best thing that you can do. We're going to start with the basic stuff, but bear with. So let's say first you're going to speak to somebody. I'm going to speak to this pen, and I'm sat here. Okay, if I speak to the pen, I'm not going to be distracted with my body pointed elsewhere like this. It's not just your head, but your whole body that needs to be concentrated in these things. And then looking at this like, you know, I'm looking at it, but I'm not looking at it head on. Well, you're going to turn your body towards the object or the person, well, the person that you're speaking to. You don't speak to objects, hopefully. Hopefully you're not crazy like me who's speaking to a camera right now. And you're going to speak or face it with your entire body. That's the first thing. Facing it with your head alone shows that your attention is there, but it's not really there. It's like you're looking at something else. Now, as you turn in your head, you may have found yourself looking at somebody and feeling like it's appropriate to look away. Don't look at them in the first place, like in the side glance like that and then look away like that. We all have been through that thing where we feel like we've been caught looking at someone or something that we shouldn't have been. And even if it was nothing inappropriate, right? Even if it was just looking at them and they were doing something weird and then they looked at us and then we just looked away. It makes you feel terrible. We can't really understand why. It's like maybe a feeling of inferiority or maybe a feeling of shame, but there's a way to look away better than that. Firstly, the way that you should have been looking is head on. If you look at it from the side, it signals unconsciously, which is part of the reason why we look away timidly, that for some reason we shouldn't have been looking at it, that we were looking at it in a discreet manner, because if we were to look at it face on, it would be a shame. No, do not hide any of your intentions. Look at it full face on, and when that thing or person looks back at you, it will be acknowledged that you weren't doing it, you know, mischievously. It won't be that you were doing it in a weird way. You were simply looking at it. An example of this is when a kid sees a disabled person versus when an adult sees a disabled person. An adult may try to be, you know, low-key about it. He may see something not like a normal one. Let's see they've got a strange condition which we're not used to. An adult may still be curious about it and look at it like, you know, but a kid would just go. Now, if you ask the disabled person, they will tell you that they were less offended by the kid, not only because he was a kid, but because he was just interested. It wasn't like, I shouldn't be looking, but I'm looking. It was, I wonder what this is, and I want to look at it, and he was looking at it, not hiding anything. But you may be challenged by the urge and the anxiety of wanting to look away when you meet or cross eyes with the person that you're looking at. However, you need to take deep breaths, calm your body, and have a slower pace when you are looking at people. Instead of being like, you know, like a squirrel, just simply take time. So if you want to look away, do it slowly, as if you're in slow motion. And you may think it's easier said than done, but not really. If you think to yourself, I'm in slow motion, I use these words in my head, really, then just be like, and look away. Now, the most important thing is that you don't come across as a creep when you look at somebody. We may fear that, oh, but I don't want to be a creep if I'm just full on staring at somebody. How do I do it? Fine. This is the most important part, so pay attention. Whenever you hear a snapping of the fingers, make sure that you fix your posture and you take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose. Enjoy the video. It is very important that you first master the art of looking at things directly. The reason that this is important is that if you just hold on to something, you think, alright, I'm going to look at it later when they're not facing me, when they've got their back turned because I want to see whatever. No. When you look, you will then have some strange feelings and emotions. The moment that you want to look at something, look at it. And then when you've seen it, if it's something you shouldn't look at, look away. and that's it, you've had enough. But for the next step, it's very important that you just prepare yourself to, when you want to look at it, you look at it. You look at it with your whole body. Now, how to look at it properly. First impressions are very important. It's like when a person reacts to a video for the first time, or when they react to it for a second time. It becomes very different. So what you need to do is make sure that it is your first time that you look at it, and that it's your first thought that you look at it. So the moment that you want to look. Let your interest come to light. You can admire it, whether it is, I don't know, your boss's firm and rigid eyes, or whether it is a beautiful girl's eyes. Make eye contact and let them look back at you. Now, what is the next step? You're making eye contact. This is when a good part comes. This mistake is done all the time. You need to react to the thing that you're seeing for the first time, supposedly. So you look at, let's say, alright, let's take you and a girl. Or a boy if you're a girl. When you look into each other's eyes, you need to react. You can't just look at them and be rigid like a rock, just not moving, not knowing what to do next. I remember I had like a little girlfriend thing before I was religious. And we woke up in the middle of the night and I found her just full on staring at me. And it was maybe like 6 a.m. or something, and then I looked back at her and I was really thrown off because apparently she was trying to flirt with me.
What?
She told me later when I said, yo, what the hell's wrong with you? But no, you can't do that. You can't just look at somebody like that and try to convey your emotions through a blank stare into their eyes. You're almost taking their soul. No, that's spooky, it's awkward, it's weird. No offense to her. But this happened because it was an untrained gaze, what I call it. What you should do instead is when you look into each other's eyes, take a moment, realize what you're looking at, and find beauty. Whenever you see anybody's eyes, you can find beauty. Eyes must be one of the most beautiful things there is out there. So look into her or his eyes, maybe give a little squint to see that you're focusing on it, and then smile. There are different types of smiles. This isn't just for romantic situations. Let's say that you're speaking to somebody of higher status, maybe it's your boss, and you don't want to be intimidated by them, you don't want to come across as a person that they can easily manage or take control of. The squinting part works really well. Squinting is almost like you're concentrating into one single point. You're sharpening your vision. So by doing this, it's like you are cutting deeply through them, and you're paying close attention. And when you squint, it's a little easier to do this with the eyebrows, where you almost like sharpen them. But it's important to not come across as if you're trying to be the one intimidating them. So as you do these things, have some positive body language, such as affirmation with the head nodding like, or anything of the sort, or open your body in general. There was this thing, I don't know if it's from an anime or from Japanese culture in general, where they say you look into each other for 8 seconds and you're going to fall in love. I'm gonna play a clip.
男と女は8秒目が合えば恋に落ちると聞く。
三吉、ピン先輩が午後の撮影会大丈夫かって。ああ。テレサちゃんとアレクは？もちろんです。
落ちたな。
And to some extent it's true, you develop this ba-bum in your heart whenever you have eye contact with somebody in such an intense manner. Maybe it's not romantic reasons, but you still have some sort of strange sensation which you can't really put into words. Nevertheless, subconsciously this will also bring changes which, like aura, are further than what we can see. Having this gaze where you don't look from the side or whatever, and you're not shying away and you're not doing things low-key, where you just full on head on, you face the enemy, you face the thing you want to look at. This is the best way for you to have more confidence. You will be telling yourself as well subconsciously, I can look at the things I want to look at. I don't fear the outcome, I don't fear the consequences. But of course be respectful and don't just glare at something and not look away. Be mindful of things, and when you look at it for long enough, or when you realize that you may be looking too much, make your own decision to turn away. And now again, when you turn away, it's like, it isn't. Right. No rush to matter, no nothing. You're not doing anything wrong, so calm your gaze down. I strongly suggest you to start practicing this. You may find crazily good results. I hope this video helped. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実